Hey there, Joe showing off Ink Calendar now. So this is one of my favorite views of Ink Calendar. It's the year view, and I like it because a lot of calendar apps actually do have a year view, but you can't really interact with it. But what I feel like is nice about Ink Calendar is you can actually see cool stuff that you can do, and you can actually zoom in and, like, let's say for November, this is Thanksgiving, and you want to schedule something, and maybe you want to say, oh, I'm gonna go see my family for a couple days, and just kind of block off time loosely, and then you can maybe kind of count how many days you have to take off, or do you have to spend traveling, and you can just work with dates in a little bit more of a natural way that you would with a paper calendar. So I do really love that, and that's a lot of fun. You can kind of look at your calendar, your whole year at a glance, and kind of see where you're busy, what months have stuff that's busy and what don't. But whenever it gets more detailed, you can just double tap and zoom into the month view here and say, I like to put little crosses through the day, so you're like this. You can do X's, you can do whatever you want. I mean, it's whatever you want to do. It's not a big deal. It's flexible. But even then, you can double tap and you get a week view, so you can kind of see, and you can see what your ink is doing up here, but also you can kind of see your day by day schedules, and maybe you want to block off time and be like, oh, this is my focus time. It's great. You can kind of do that however you want, and then you can copy that on every day. But if you want to get even more granular with your day by day hour planning, you can basically schedule and say, what are you going to get done today? Here is a task. Oh, I don't know what else going for there. And you can do some cool stuff there, and it's just simple and straightforward. You don't have to actually have to add it to a task thing and add a due date. But if you do want to say you have an appointment at 11, with your boss. Very important. So you want to make sure that's on your phone as well. So you can just tap it, and that you can move it around, which is a super easy way to select. You don't have to do a lasso. You can do a lasso. You can kind of, if you want to rearrange stuff, you can make the lasso and do whatever you want there. Tap away, just deselect that. You can tap on it. You can add an appointment here. Add an appointment. And it brings up, this is just the Windows calendar ad. So you see it says appointment with your boss at 11. Cool stuff like that. So it's a really handy feature, and you can accept it. And usually it'll just go in there and delete the ink that you put in there and convert it down to text. But that'll also then synchronize on your phone or on whatever app, because that's really added to your calendar. So it's a really handy feature. You can and then maybe you see you have that appointment, so maybe you want to do prep time.